Does bigger feel better? Horny emoji. So what was your thought process there? Just
I've watched
this inside the
I've
actor's
watched a
studio.
lot of Blacked. Judging by the expression on the girls' faces, they look happier than when I fuck a woman, so I just assumed probably is better than, isn't it?
Nah, Geordie, mate, I think that's just a you problem, fella.
Would it be okay if I sucked it after it's been in you? Okay. So what's your process of thinking there?
And this is for you and anyone else out there who thinks I want to suck an actual penis.
Right.
We're talking about a piece of plastic.
Yeah, mate, a piece of plastic that you wanted in your fucking arse. Right, what's going on, boys? Now, some of you in the YouTube space might have seen what's been happening recently. In the UK YouTube scene, True Geordie got a bit edgy, some might say. Tried to be funny, it didn't really go very well for him. Basically, what True Geordie did is, on a live stream, someone asked him if he was going to fight Andrew Tate. He then got a bit pissy about it, started having a little moans, and then he made a joke that was supposed to be insulting towards Andrew Tate. Since Andrew converted to Islam, he decided to make fun of him for that. Roll the clip.
Are you fighting Andrew Tate? Mate, come on.
Andrew Tate's got God on his side now. There's no way Brian would win that.
Although I would gladly blow myself up if I could take that fucking shit bag with us.
That's the use of a stereotype there, which is obviously not what he...
I'm just saying, if he really wants to prove it, do the right thing. Let's see how...
It's a stereotype.
Let's see how about that life you really are.
Yes, although, yeah, not all Muslims.
I just find that so funny because this same guy, True Geordie, Mr. fucking Big Poo-eating Brian, got mad at another YouTuber called Brad Does Banter for making similarly racist, edgy jokes on YouTube.
No, there's a fight happening soon between Vidal Riley.
It's very rare I get actually angry watching YouTube. Like, even when people were having a go at me, I was never like triggered. Like, I've spent hours with Vidal. Like, he's one of the best human beings I've met on YouTube.
I've never met such a nice guy.
There's no way to edgy joke this up or any, like, there's no way of covering that up. That is actual racial abuse.
Oh, Mr. Brian, I bet it don't feel good to have the ball dropped on you for once. That's the issue, right, with being a moral policer. I know I kind of do that, but I try my best not to. I don't want to, at least. But when you're constantly out here moral policing jokes, putting yourself on a pedestal, taking the high ground, eventually, you're going to be in the position where people are doing that to you and it won't feel good. But yeah, as you can expect, True Geordie pissed off the Muslim community quite a lot with that fucking joke. And obviously, since Andrew Tate is not part of it, Andrew Tate responded to him with this little funny video. I say funny, it's a bit hypocritical, but I'll get into why it is later on. Play the clip.
I've had some internet beefs back and forth. There's very few people I personally dislike. One of them is True Geordie. Anyone who's followed me long enough understands why. So this person is genuinely a piece of shit. And now, after me converting to Islam, he made a piece on one of his podcasts saying that I'm not true in my conversion, and then insulted all Muslims. Then that Muslims blow themselves up. And that I should go blow myself up. We should all blow ourselves up, making fucking racist comments about an entire religion as if that's somehow funny. Let me tell you something, my friend, and if True Geordie, if you're watching this, this is a message directly to you. There are certain times in life you need to know when to shut the fuck up. There are certain things which are not funny. Certain things are not beyond reprisal. You don't sit and insult a man's religion. Just like you don't insult a man's entire company and the people who work for him. That's one thing.
Now, I understand why Andrew's upset. I get it. It's a very offensive joke. But at the end of the day, it was still a joke. And Andrew is one person that I don't think should be able to fucking joke police in any sense, like, at all. Considering the whole reason he gets attention is from making offensive jokes about women and just every other fucking thing in the world. So I find it incredibly hypocritical that he is now coming on here and pretty much wishing bad things on True Geordie just because he made one bad joke. I thought Andrew Tate was one of those guys where he had the opinion of anything can be joked about in comedy. Nothing is off limits. But clearly, it's just been a front this entire time. Or it's one rule for me and another one for thee. And don't get me wrong, I'm not throwing out any disrespect to any Islamic people, any Muslims when I'm saying this shit. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisies of Andrew Tate. Because it's quite obvious what True Geordie intended that comment to be was a joke. But obviously, since the internet's the way it is in current day, True Geordie has been getting dropped left and right by the majority of his sponsors. We got Jim Shark here saying, "We do not condone racism, discrimination, or Islamophobia in any form. We do not agree with the comments made by Brian aka True Geordie and have suspended our relationship with him indefinitely, effective immediately." And I can promise you right now, for all the people happy about this, the companies don't give a shit about what he actually said. They're just doing it as damage control. They're trying to save their brand and just not be involved in it whatsoever, which I don't blame them for doing. If he's under like controversy, if it's in heat, companies are well within their right to do that. But the main reason a lot of people go after people's sponsors and shit in these type of situations is because they know for a fact the company will just drop them straight away. If the company's had a bit of a backbone and they were just like, nah, you know what, we know he's not really a racist guy, we'll keep it. People will be less inclined to cry about it on Twitter, basically. And then you've also got his fucking poker sponsor dropping him. Of all sponsors, his fucking poker one. And they said, we've terminated our contract with True Geordie with immediate effect. At PokerStars, we're committed to making poker as inclusive and accessible as possible, so we can profit from their addiction and ruin their lives a bit more. And do not tolerate any comments or attitudes that don't align with our inclusive values. Let's just give a round of applause for Poker Guys. They're for being so inclusive and caring. Do you know what? Just for that, everyone start fucking gambling, even if you're underage, alright? Just go for it. Steal your mum's credit card and fucking empty that shit on gambling. But then, obviously, since True Geordie is getting dropped by all of his sponsors now, he made a bit of a questionable apology video. Questionable. I can't fucking speak English. He made a bit of a questionable apology video. And even at the end of it, he said, make sure to like and subscribe, guys.
Okay. I will end this because I keep rambling. But thanks again, guys. And we'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And subscribe.
Which, I mean, if you ask me, that's just the perfect way to end an apology. You might as well profit off of it. Then, obviously, everyone started clowning him for that apology. I wonder why. He even did the classic start fucking crying during the apology moment.
For me, knowing that is like... When Lawrence's son was born.
So obviously everyone let him know how shit this apology video was, and then he made another follow-up one. So he made an apology for an apology, basically, which is just like YouTube if I've ever fucking seen it. But I would argue the second apology is a lot better, even though, in my personal opinion, you're going to hate me for this, I don't think he should have apologised at all. As I said earlier on, he intended it to be a joke. Therefore, if when he was getting called out for it, people saying, you're racist, he should have just said, no, it was a joke, because the second you apologise for a joke, I feel like that means you're telling them that there was meaning in that joke. Because if it was just a joke, there would be nothing to apologise for, because you didn't mean anything you said. Jokes are never political statements. The second you apologise for it, it kind of makes it seem like it was a political statement.
Hey guys, I've taken the time out the last few days to just come to terms with how much my words have upset people. The first step was to just listen to all of you, all the tweets, the comments, the messages, my friends, and just to communicate with as many people as I could who were affected by my comments on the live stream.
But like I said, as you can see from that clip, he's making it worse for himself. He's saying my comments that I said, not my joke. People are mad at my joke. No, people are mad at my comments. He's not... That just makes it seem like what you meant what you said. You're fucking yourself over at this point. And quick little rant on cancel culture, yeah? It doesn't matter how many times you apologise, they're already mad at you. They're not gonna forgive you. So you might as well just not fucking give them the satisfaction of apologising. But yeah, that about concludes everything I wanted to speak on this topic, boys. I appreciate you for watching. I know I'm probably gonna get people mad in my comments on this video. I just want to say I don't hate any specific group of people. I just find offensive jokes incredibly funny. Sue me. But yeah, that's all for me for today's video, boys. I do appreciate you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and follow my Twitter. It's down in the description below. See you in the next one, boys. Peace out. Adios.
If I could take you up in paradise, like, oh, if you will tell me